Kaboom, kabang, ka-ching. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith Carberry. I am the widget guy. I am not always the widget guy, but I am most of the time. And again, I just want to say kaboom, kabang, ka-ching. It's all about 7minutesetups.com today. Again, that's 7minutesetups.com today. And we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not just going to talk about the widget tiers today. We're going to talk about 7minutesetups.com. We actually have something that's really unique, and we have the ability to communicate with someone else that's in another state. I'm in Massachusetts, and we have Jason DeVelvis, the creator, the founder, the man from 7minutesetups.com. He is with us today, and he's going to share his insights about this awesome website. So if you're a newbie, not a guru, and somebody in between, and you want to set up a website in 7 minutes, he's going to show you the technique on how to do that. What does that mean to you? You guys can make an awful lot of money if you put your efforts and work to it, or if you don't want to make money and you just want to learn how to set up a website real fast, this is the place to go to. Jason, before you talk about 7minutesetups.com, could you do me a favor and please introduce yourself, tell us something about yourself, where you started, how you started, the entrepreneur in you, if that's what you are, the tech in you, if that's what you are, or the internet marketer in you, if that's what you are. Jason, back to you, or over to you for the first time. Welcome, and we appreciate you taking out the time to sit down and chat with us today.
Well, thanks for having me, first of all. It's nice being here, especially from nice cold Ohio right now. Outside my window is a bunch of dead trees and not quite snow yet, but yeah, nice and cold for me. But basically, I graduated college with a computer science and business degree, and I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Back in like 8th grade, I created a company where I reprinted business cards for people, and I had a couple of the schools in my area on board, and made about $1,000 altogether. And for an 8th grader, that's huge. Unfortunately, Mom made me save most of it, which I was very happy about in college, but I didn't get to spend it all in 8th grade. But so when I graduated college, I got a regular old programming job, sitting in an office and programming my day away, and I was totally bored, hated every minute of it, and decided to go out on my own. I've been doing freelance programming since about 2001, a lot of web development stuff, things like that, and then I got into internet marketing, creating products, scripts, all sorts of different things that way in July of 2005. And so right around then is when I started to use my technical skills and my business skills and putting them together into one thing where I could make money with it, because a lot of people don't have both of those skills. And it never really clicked with me that other people should have those skills until this past August of '08, when I was talking with an associate of mine, and she kind of jokingly said something about creating websites and how long it took to get a website from buying a domain clear through setting it up and getting a WordPress blog installed on it and all that stuff. And I kind of jokingly said, I can do that in 7 minutes. And she said, there's no way. It takes me longer than a half hour or more, and I've been doing this for a really long time. And so it ended up being a bet between us. And so I cracked open Camtasia that night and sat down and did one and set up a website in 7 minutes. And I went, this is actually a perfect product to bring to people so they can learn how to do that, because it saves me so much time, where a lot of other people, it takes them 30 minutes, an hour, sometimes a couple of hours to set up a website, from buying a domain through setting up a WordPress blog and getting it ready to have content on, to have posts and things like that. And so that was really the basis for 7-Minute Setup, because it kind of clicked in my mind that, hey, people, you could save a ton of time and a ton of money by doing this, because not only do you save the time if you can do it in 7 minutes, but then if you can do it in 7 minutes, you don't have to pay somebody to do it for you if you've been outsourcing it for that long.
Okay, well, let me ask you another question. So here you have this idea to create, or you have this bet to create a 7-minute website, and you did it. Now, all of a sudden you said, okay, that's a great idea. Now I can take this website that I created and I can show other people how to do it. So I assume that's how you got the idea of creating the 7minutewebsites.com. Unbelievable concept. I absolutely love it. It's always taken me too long to set one up, so I can't wait for you to show me how you did it. Now, when somebody buys into the product, do they actually get to see from soup to nuts exactly how you did that process? And I'm going to switch back to you just now so you can answer that question.
Yeah, they definitely can. I did it in kind of 7 steps, and I like the 7 number. Basically, I take each buyer through finding out how to find a good domain name, how to buy a domain name, where to point it to your hosting company, how to do all that stuff in Namecheap.com, how to get hosting if they don't have it already, how to use some of the things in the hosting company to be able to set up WordPress quickly. And then I take them through everything they need to do from step 1 to the finish to having your own WordPress blog. And there's about 2 hours of training total to be able to do all that. So you have the background there. And then step 7 is where I show you how I do it in 7 minutes. And it's actually kind of funny because in the 7-minute video, I would have done it in probably less than 6, except my browser hung in the middle of it. And so it took me about 6.5 minutes because it took me about 30 seconds to realize that the page wasn't just loading, the whole browser just hung. And so it ended up being about 6.5 minutes, but I show you exactly how I do it, and then I talk you through it as well while I'm doing it. And that whole 6.5 minute clip is totally unedited. And so literally, you're going with me step by step through it all on how I do it in less than 7 minutes.
Sugar